This is News 6 Tonight. Hey, welcome to News 6 Tonight. Glad to have you with us. This is the Friday edition of the show.
We made it.
We're firing on all cylinders. We were just talking during our last show how much we talk during the day, and then we get home and we just want to become a puddle. And that's when the people we live with are like, hey, great, you're home.
Tell me about your day. I'm married to a talker.
You are married to a talker. He works here.
And
He's
I
wonderful.
sometimes can.
Oh, he's here. He's yelling.
He's still in the building.
He's on the show
True.
sometimes, actually, Donovan.
But, so you just want to, and honestly, you just want to rest your voice. You just don't want to hear the sound of your own voice.
Oh,
So
no.
I'm really happy about that. Anyway, we have had quite a week. It has been nothing but cold weather coverage. And as Floridians, sometimes we tend to exaggerate just slightly because our blood's a little thin.
Yes.
This time, I'm telling you, we're not exaggerating at all. And to prove it, we're going to bring in the big guns. Meteorologist Jonathan Kagis has agreed to join us for this one-time only engagement.
We are leading with the man,
back.
the myth, the legend.
We miss you. Glad you're here, but not glad about what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's a stay cozy kind of weekend. No, we were talking about this earlier tonight. I know we get made fun of a lot, because we have jackets on when it's like
Deservedly
60
so.
degrees.
Yeah.
Right. I'll give you that. Any of the snowbirds down here, look, if it's a wind chill of 9 in New York City or Boston, I'm telling you, you are bundled up. That's what is coming here this weekend. Again, this is cold that we often don't talk about. Again, it's been about 15 years since we've seen or felt cold this cold. And that's coming in again by the by the first half of the weekend, settling in on Sunday. So earlier today, if you have the free News 6 weather app, I suggest you download it. You got this across your phone, extreme cold warning. We've never seen this issue by the Weather Service before. Now, there's a little story behind it. This has only been in existence for about 2 years. This replaces the old wind chill warning. But if you want to conclude that into the mix, you go back 12 years. So it has been a long time since we've seen cold like this. And again, that is going to settle in. So a rare designation, a rare warning from the National Weather Service there. Again, going forward, this arrives during the day tomorrow. So there it is, guys. You can clearly see where it gets really cold. It's 28 in Nashville, but then it's back to the mid-teens in St. Louis, Columbus, Pittsburgh, Detroit. It's 1 degree in International Falls, Minnesota right now. That's where our air mass is chilling, literally, and it will be dislodged by a really big storm that's going to impact the Carolinas over the weekend. Here is the tumble that we are going to take tomorrow. So I think tomorrow we're waking up pretty mild, all things considered. 40s and 50s. That's right where we should be for this time of the year. That's the cold that we get made fun of for. But then you see what happens. We pretty much stay in the low to mid 50s, and then we really tail off as soon as we lose the sunshine. We're back to the mid 30s already by 10. The coldest morning of the year so far in Orlando was 32, and we're going to be pretty much right there by 11 o'clock as we still have about 6 to 8 hours to tumble. So it is going to be a really cold morning. The wind is going to be the other component. You will know when this cold front crosses tomorrow because you will feel the wind going nuts. I mean, we're talking 40 to 45 mile per hour wind gusts tomorrow.
Yikes.
That's like tropical storm, right?
It is, yeah. 40 miles an hour.
Let me ask you this, because I was thinking about hatching a plan this weekend.
Oh, boy.
Because it feels like one of those weekends where all the Floridians are going to just go in their houses and stay there.
Nest.
What if this is the weekend to maybe go to a theme park if you're a theme park, like you don't really normally go? He's already shaking. It's too much? Is it too much? It's going to be miserable?
I mean, it's going to be breezy on Sunday, but I mean, it'll be sunny into the 40s.
But do you really want to be on a roller coaster when it's...
That adds to the wind chill.
But if I don't have to wait for the roller coaster, I always look for
that's
these
a great.
opportunities.
I'm gonna make sure I have the apps, and I want to see the wait times. That'd be a good social experiment.
That would. We have a theme park lover, DJ. If you can bring yourself in here, DJ.
DJ, are you going to the theme
you don't have
parks?
your mic today?
No, that's
Oh, he
okay.
didn't
But
put
are
his
you
mic.
going to the theme parks this weekend?
He's doing it. That's what I
He's
think
a Buffalo guy, though. He didn't care.
That's true.
If you're hardcore, I think this might be the weekend to do it and just bundle up.
Godspeed to you and anyone who's out there braving this, because just stay inside.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, the morning's going to be nasty. Like church time. I mean, it's going to be like literally. Hold on, let me show you. I have a graphic for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I came prepared. This.
Oh, gosh.
This is what. That's pretty crazy, right? I mean.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, 20-mile-per-hour winds with it being 20 to 25 degrees is not going to be fun. So pretty wild. But I mean, it's not.
Wind chills are not old enough to drink, so no.
No, they're not old enough to what's
vote. Anything.
If you're a pastor,
there you go.
watching
Yeah, I'm like,
this,
what's?
it's
Yeah,
going to be a light day at the service. Watch it. Only the hardcore are coming. All right, Jonathan Kagas, thank you so much. I know you're very busy. We appreciate you joining us for this.
Thanks for preparing us for it. He's been
of course. Thanks for having me.
About 10 days or so.
You told us this was coming.
Yeah,
now it's
and
here.
so we're ready. For sure. And, one of the things we also talk about is how to protect the people, the pipes, pools, but we also talk about plants, and plants in particular when it's a big industry here in Florida. And the fern industry. I learned something from one of our community correspondents, Molly Reed, today, that the fern industry, 80% of all those ferns in the Valentine's Day bundles.
Yeah, like the greens, right?
Yeah, the greens are from here.
I didn't know that either.
Crazy.
Just from that little corner of Volusia County.
Yeah. So Molly talked to some guys who are trying to make sure that industry stays vibrant. Here's her report.
80% of the green foliage sold in bouquets in the U.S. and Canada is grown right here in northeast Volusia County. These ferns will be shipped and made into thousands of Valentine's Day flower arrangements. David Register with Fern Trust says freezing temperatures this weekend will put a dent in what they can harvest for the upcoming holidays.
Some of the tender stuff might get damaged a little bit, but with the added ice, that means that we won't be able to get it into harvest.
The inevitable, even small loss will still cut profit at a time when the ferneries need it most. Register says some ferneries have closed in the last decade due to profit, and costs over the last year have skyrocketed to keep business going, from fertilizer to labor to gas. Register says thankfully they have harvested a lot already for Valentine's Day, but there could be a domino effect.
And holidays like Valentine's, Mother's Day, Easter is real important for our industry because it gives us a little bit of a bump.
And when it does get this cold, they don't let their workers go out in the field and harvest. So while they might be okay right now for Valentine's Day, this also could have a major effect on their production for Mother's Day. I'm your Volusia County Community Correspondent Molly Reed, News 6.
So that's why we're going on and on about this cold, because it will have a long-term impact if it's as bad as we think. We're talking about Valentine's Day, but Mother's Day is in May. And that's, that's a ways on. Yeah, it really will be. So we're not overdoing it. We're not trying to make you panic. We're just trying to.
We just want to let you know. We don't want Sunday to come here.
Winter is here.
News people didn't even talk about the cold. Okay, let's talk about this story I'm seeing pop nationally that happened right here. She is fast on her feet, and apparently she likes to drive pretty fast too, Gigi. World-renowned Olympic runner Sha'Carri Richardson, which, by the way, I know when I say that, you're going to be like, hey, this dummy doesn't know it's Sha'Carri, which is what everybody calls
it's
her.
Sha'Carri.
Sha'Carri is correct. That is
She'll let you know.
Yeah, well, she'll tell you. She's accused of driving more than 100 miles an hour in a 65-mile-per-hour zone in Orange County. Why'd she do it? Pretty reasonable explanation. Her back tire was low. She had to go super fast. That's what she told the officer.
Well, when you drive in her defense, when you drive on the tire, it warms it up and it inflates it a little bit more.
Okay. I mean, I guess you're not wrong with the physics there, but you are incorrect
I don't think you have to drive 100.
Being in her defense. She's 25 years old. She was. Why are you jumping?
No, I'm not.
She was warming up the tire.
She was trying to drop some science.
She's not
on the
drag
opposite.
racing where they have to at the beginning of the race to make them sticky.
I'm telling you what I've learned.
Okay, thank you. She is charged with excessive speeding. She's 25 years old, and some body cam was just released of them pulling her over. Do we have the soundbite, DJ, from when they actually are talking to her? No, we don't have that. Well, at one point, she's very apologetic.
She is.
It's like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done it. And he's like, yeah, I have to arrest you now.
You're going to jail because of the super speeder law here.
It makes it legitimately. Oh, he might have it. He's looking for it.
I would wipe that smile off your face. I'm Sergeant McDaniels with the Orange County Sheriff's Office. You're being stopped for dangerous excessive speeding.
I understand my tire at the back is like literally on 29.
So you're driving at 100. Hold on. You're driving at 104 miles an hour in a 65-mile-an-hour zone with subpar equipment, flashing people to get out of your lights, out of your lane, following too close, using every lane to pass everybody, cutting me off, passing a car on the inside shoulder with their hazard lights on. You're going to jail for dangerous excessive speeding.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. My phone, I didn't even know my car was speeding.
That's why they give you a speedometer.
Wow.
I would
why they
wipe
give you
that
this
smile
one
off your face.
Sometimes you feel like you can charm your way out of something.
She thought she could, yeah, and she is pretty charming in here. But her gray Aston Martin was changing lanes and cut off an unmarked police officer. That's never going to be good. Here's the mugshot.
Yeah, I just realized that he said that she was flashing her. People
Yeah,
tell
like,
you to
get out of
the
my
way. You want to? If you want me to brake check you,
Oh yeah, I know. You're about to be in my
flash your
back
lights.
seat when you flash your lights at me in the fast
it's like
lane.
you're begging me to slow down. I'm going 70.
Not
already.
only that, apparently her boyfriend was riding behind, and then he pulled over and got out of his car to say like, "Oh hey, I'm trying to talk the cop out of this."
Yeah.
And then he ended up getting some charges.
Everyone
as
should
well.
have just stayed in their cars.
Yeah, always stay in your car.
Just
It's definitely
saying.
not worth it. So,
Oh, my
Sha'Carri, hope you enjoyed your trip
I
through Central
do
Florida.
want to say that I was not trying to defend her. I was just trying to explain what happens
I don't
when
know.
your tire is a little low
When
and
a
then you
tire
start
warms
warming it up. Yeah.
Maybe you
it
could
gets inflated a little bit.
advise her attorney in
I
court.
will not. I will not. Okay, one more story before we take a quick break. And this one is actually a little bit terrifying. There's this guy at Merritt Island, and he was going in people's yards. And it was kind of scary. Brevard County Sheriff's deputies were called to Hillview Circle area of Merritt Island. This was after 6 o'clock Wednesday morning. Multiple people had called saying they saw this guy. He was knocking on doors, asking to be let inside, and damaging equipment all at the same time, tearing up yards, throwing garbage cans around, and it's all caught on security camera, which I saw on social media. We just don't have permission to use that video. They asked him to drop whatever he was holding in his hands, and instead, he didn't drop it. He went to take a swing at the officers who were trying to arrest him, started throwing punches. So they responded in kind by tasing him. And he's facing a number of charges, including assaulting a law enforcement officer. He's being held on $27,000.
If you punch a law enforcement officer,
You're going to get
feel
tased.
pretty lucky to get tased.
Get tased. Yeah, but that's a dangerous situation, and people were called. Multiple people called, and if you see the video of him, he looks scary as he's in people's like little alleyways where they keep the garbage cans, turning it over, and he's damaging security cameras too. It's just crazy. But there's his mugshot there.
That is a terrifying story for sure. I will say I appreciate that everybody in the neighborhood did the right thing and just stayed in their houses and called
Didn't
police.
try to
because
approach
I will
him.
say, if somebody's out wrecking my front yard and knocking over my security cameras, I'm going out there.
I know, because you're a man. You
But
can't help it.
I'm glad that they.
You can't help it.
I know I can't help it. It's a problem. So just stay in the house and call the cops. Probably the best idea. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna have some more video.
Oh, this one's-
it's tough to watch, but important to see, especially if you're a parent. About a bus employee who was on a bus, not the driver.
Yeah,
a
supposedly
bus
trying
aide.
to. You're supposed to help the kids. not hurt
Yeah,
them.
and didn't look like she was. We'll be right back.
Hey, welcome back to News 6 today. Again, the countdown. Let you know when we're
I
coming
know.
back.
I mean, we know when we're back. Somehow it's a surprise to us every time. We get entrenched.
Oh, don't us this
It was
situation.
That was you. That wasn't me.
Oh my
You're
God.
supposed to welcome back.
I did. So welcome back once again, just in case you didn't get that. This next story, I'm glad we're giggling or laughing about things because this
we
one
need it
is going to
today.
take a turn. It happened in Hillsborough County, and it involves school bus aid. And this video was posted to social media, and it is so maddening when you see it. It's hard to watch, and I usually have to turn away from video like this. But deputies began looking into the bus footage after a witness called saying that they saw a bus aide, an older woman,
pulling the hair.
hitting a child. Not just once, but like pummeling this kid. The 10-year-old who's diagnosed with autism and ADHD and is minimally verbal. But you can hear the child kind of crying out for help. And that's what's so disturbing. Like, what are you doing to this child?
Look at the bus driver too. She's smiling,
Like, why
laughing.
why didn't she step in to help this kid who was helpless, right? This makes me so mad because you entrust your kids to these people, and there's anything that goes wrong, they're supposed to be the ones to protect them, not the ones hurting them. But anyway, detectives say this went on for multiple days. This is just the only one we're seeing, which is why the bus driver appears to be so calm. She's looking at it like, yeah, we've seen
I've
this
done
before,
this before, yeah.
and almost with a smirk on her face, right? So the bus aide was charged with 14 counts of child abuse. The driver was charged with failure to report child abuse. And I just am sorry for the child the child's parents who thought that this kid was in good hands, because even when the kid goes home, they're minimally verbal, so they can't really explain what happened today.
Right. It's amazing that anybody ever figured it
I feel
out.
my face is hot.
I'm
talking
so
about
mad
this story.
watching
It
this
really
woman.
is, yeah.
And she's in her 70s. This woman should know better. You know,
She's almost 80. She's 79 years old.
And look at her. I mean, just full on,
just
punches
punching
and
that
hair
kid.
pulls on this
That just
baby.
Makes me so upset.
It makes
Anyway.
me sick to see.
But it's a good reminder. Ask your kids what's going on. Make sure you check on them, because you never know.
Yeah,
you
never know. But I mean, her parents probably can't ask her what happened. So thankfully, somehow
The
they figured
witnesses-
out.
the
what was-
witnesses
or they
who
might have seen
said-
some bruises on her from that business.
So it's
All right.
awful.
All right. The Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles announced beginning Friday all written and road driver's tests to get a license going to be done in English, Ginger. So all of these, that is the way it's going to be from now on. Before now, written exams for most non-commercial licenses were offered in multiple languages, and commercial permits and licenses were offered in Spanish and English. The Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles says they're committed to ensuring the roads are safe. Now, part of this stems from an awful crash.
Terrible, involving a semi-truck.
It was a semi-truck. The guy was doing an illegal U-turn, and it basically just
killed 3 people in a
like
minivan.
decapitated them because they just went right under. Harjinder Singh was accused of making an illegal U-turn on the Florida Turnpike, and that minivan slammed in. And it killed all those people. So they're saying that he didn't pass
wasn't proficient in
English-only
English,
exam, which I don't know. I mean, this has been one of those talkers that people have been saying for a while. You know, you hear from one side like, hey, you know, we have immigrants in this country who come here and they don't have full
command of the language.
Full command of the language, and they probably speak Spanish or something. But the other people say, well, you should be able to understand the signs and the language and commands to be able to operate on these roads. But basically, this big change is taking
too late
effect.
for the family in that minivan where they were all killed. But you know,
And who knows if language played a factor in this.
they're just trying to figure out whatever
you know,
it is and
these
try to cut down on it.
these issues pop
mitigate
up,
it.
and then people are trying to find ways to fix it.
Yeah.
In the legislature, but I don't know.
Okay. Coming up after the break, are you a cusser?
My friends and family might be watching this.
You're the reason this show has a 5-second delay.
No, I do not. I'll tell you where I do not cuss. I am definitely not perfect with it. But you can ask my children how many times I've cussed in front of them in their lives.
But you're not like other parents, and we're going to figure out why this has really taken a turn, and we're surprised by the results of this when we come back.
Crazy. Welcome back to News 6 Tonight. People do strange things at bars. We know this. Sometimes a quarter of our newscast will be bad decisions made in bars.
Very bad.
This guy made a very weird decision. I've still been trying to wrap my mind around it, but we have actual video from inside. This is called the Bimini Bar in Bunnell.
And you missed it.
Take a look
You're
at
not
this guy.
paying attention.
So he's got a balloon and he has a gun. And so one guy has a balloon and the other guy turns around and shoots the balloon out of his hand.
I mean, how do you pop a balloon?
I don't know. Maybe I would take a needle or
Well,
something.
maybe a little pen.
A pen? Yeah. This is
Not a bullet.
But the thing I hate about popping the balloons is the sound they make. There are always balloons at my kids' parties, and then you have to pop them.
Yeah, it
That's
sounds
one
like
way.
it's shooting. Like it's a gun.
Yeah.
So you had double shooting right there. The balloon popped, and well, he shot the balloon, and then the balloon popped. So
He did.
that's what he's lucky that there wasn't somebody across the bar, because the bullet ended up lodged in the wall. Because
Yes.
if a person were standing there, I just don't know. How
I like how he turns around to the bar and acts like,
It
wait,
wasn't me.
Yeah. Whoa, what happened? Everybody else is probably wigging out, and he's like, I don't know.
We saw the whole thing.
We did, yes.
Just,
So, yeah, he's been charged. You're not allowed to shoot guns in an occupied building. That's a felony. Exhibiting a firearm in a careless manner, discharging a firearm in a drinking establishment. By the way, if you conceal carry, you should know this, you cannot do so in a place where they serve alcohol.
Yeah,
So,
and clearly they are doing it at the Bimini Bar.
they think he is an Outlaws motorcycle gang member. So
Okay, we're going to
little
move on
something
from
top
that
of
one.
that. Okay.
Make good choices, sir. Make better
Yes.
choices. All right, this one has a lot of parents talking, and it's talking about them and their kids, and it's about cussing. I know growing up, you could not cuss. You could not use strong language. You just nothing.
You couldn't even get close to cussing in your house.
Oh,
right?
gosh. We couldn't even say the word lie. You had to say, oh, you tell a story.
Tell a story?
Yeah, lie was
Telling
a
a story on
strong
me?
word. Well, a new national poll found 41% of parents say that they're okay with their kids swearing. 41%.
That blew my mind.
Okay, I would not have a face today.
Oh,
if
I still won't cuss in front of my dad.
No.
We talk every other day or so,
It's just-
and I don't like, yeah.
Now, most of them say it depends on the situation, but 6% say it's not a big deal at all. Nearly half of parents agree that cussing is forbidden in their house, but they also say 1 in 5 say that they just ignore their kids' bad language. And many parents will blame themselves because, they say kids are parrots. And if they hear you say it, guess what you're going to hear?
That's the funny thing about parenting is you cannot use the do as I say, not as I do. Your parents wouldn't allow cursing. My parents wouldn't allow cursing. They also didn't cuss in my house.
Correct.
And your parents didn't.
Definitely
Now,
didn't
if
cuss.
you cuss in the house, you can't expect your kids not to cuss.
They
'Cause
hear
they're-
you.
Right.
I mean, you got to do
Obviously,
it in
it's
a
okay
private
if you
room.
do
I don't
it.
know.
Yeah. So that's the tough part about that. You have to.
But it's just one of the, and in this industry, this business, we tend to, you see how comfortable we are on camera. Sometimes, honestly, I forget I'm at work and we're having a conversation.
This
And
is our third hour on.
and we're on
broadcast,
the
yeah.
air. And sometimes you are engaged in something like, say, for example, a story we just did on that bus driver. You might be prone to throw out some cuss words because that person really made you angry. We forget that we're not having
I
a
have a few
private
rolling
conversation.
around in my head right
Exactly.
now about her.
But because we don't use that language in our real life, we're not salty like that, then it doesn't just roll out. But I have friends like they talk like their ship is in dry dock. And I'm like, how are you on TV?
What did you just say? They talk like they're a sailor?
Yeah, like they were a sailor. But
I had to take a couple of steps to get
Sorry,
there.
I didn't know. But you have to be careful with your language and you have to be careful with being around kids. And if you're around other people's kids, have you had other people cuss around your kids?
Oh, I don't like that. You know what's funny? I rat them out right now. My parents, who didn't cuss around me and wouldn't say that, they say a word once in a while around my kids, and I'm like, wait,
Because they're your kids. You got to deal with
who
it.
are you? Wait a minute now. No, and what was the punishment if you were to say a bad word around your parents?
Okay.
Did they do the soap?
We did not do the soap. We got our lip pinched, but I never did. Because you don't want to say that word again. It's not coming out of your mouth again.
Wait, I have never heard of this punishment.
No, well, Rosalie was different.
Rosalie would
She was-
reach over and she
just
would pinch your lip?
You just don't say that. You don't say. I don't know. People are like, "Oh my gosh, what a rough house." No, because you get delightful ginger today.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would have liked a lip pinch in my house.
You got the soap.
Because I got a little something more than that.
Oh, you got a. Did you get?
Oh yeah, I got that.
Did you get a belt?
I got the belt. I had to go pick it out too.
But look at you now. Look
Yeah,
at you now. I'm
in
not
spite of it
advocating
all.
any of that.
In spite of it all.
You're poor parents.
I know. They
You're
had to
poor
put up.
parents.
They had to put up with plenty.
And you have to put up with a lot as well, and we do apologize. But thank you for being here with us.
We appreciate you. We hope you enjoy this weekend, and we will see you
Stay
on
cozy.
Monday. Bye bye.